Hello and welcome to Lappin' Larry. And there he is right there. And guess what? There he is right there too. Hey, this is an on your own problem, so you should have solved the entire problem on your own. And now you're watching this video just to make sure you did everything correctly, my friends. Without further ado, let us move on to our scenario. Lappin' Larry is thirsty. He is the fastest creature on the African plains, and after a sprint, he needs water. That's right. Look at him. Lovely, lovely. Hey, Larry did 2 sprints today. First, he chased a gazelle. Then, he chased an impala. After the gazelle, Larry lapped up 56.9 ounces of water. After the impala, he lapped up another 47.96 ounces of water. How much water did Lappin' Larry drink in all? Well, in all means this is going to be an addition problem, so we're going to add these 2 numbers together. Well, let's go ahead and get started doing that right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is write down the 56.9. So 56.9. Bam! There you have it. Next, I'm going to write down the 47.96. And the most important thing is that you got to line up your decimals like the buttons of a shirt. So I'm going to put the 47 right there and then the 9.6 right behind that decimal. I'm going to draw my line, which represents my equal sign, and I'm going to add addition sign right there. And now I need to fill in, I've got place value holder here, but not for the hundredths place. And I need one because of this 6 right here. So I'm going to add a 0 right there. And bam, there we have it. So now I simply have to add. And it's really, really simple. This first one, well, 0 and 6 is going to give me 6. So I don't need to do anything there other than drop that 6. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that 6 right there. And then I've got 9 plus 9, okay? Now, I'm going to use the dot method here. So I'm going to make myself a little bit more room. And then I'm going to draw 9 dots. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 dots. Now, I'll put my pencil on one of the 9s. It doesn't matter. I'll just grab this one and go 9 and then count up. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So I'll drop my 8 and carry my 1. Drop that 8, carry that 1 right there, and circle those dots right there. Now, you've got to remember, you got to drop that decimal because that makes a big difference in the value of this number, right? So we'll drop that decimal right there, and bam, there you have it. So now, I've got a 6 and a 7. I'm going to make 6 dots because it's smaller. So here we go. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 dots. And then I'm going to put my pencil on the 7 and count up. I can't forget this 1 right here. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. I'll drop the 4 and carry the 1. Drop that 4, carry that 1, and circle those dots right there. Superb, my friends. And now I'm on to my last column here. I'm going to make 4 dots because the 4 is smaller, right? So 1, whoops, let's get the pencil here. 1, 2, 3, and 4 dots. Then I'll put my pencil on the 5. I cannot forget that 1. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'm going to just drop my 10 right there. 0 and 1 and circle those dots so I know I used them. And bam, right there, we are all done. 104.86. And that's how many ounces of water Lappin' Larry drank in all. So you can also think of this as 104 and 86 100ths because this 6 here is in the hundredths place. Tenths place, hundredths place. Superb, my friends. Right there you have it. Hey, as always, if you made a mistake anywhere along the way, no worries at all. Pause that video, fix your mistake. That is the fastest way to learn. And now, let us move on to this next problem right here, my friends. And here we go. Did Lappin' Larry drink more water after chasing the gazelle or after chasing the impala? Well, after the gazelle, right, the gazelle, he lapped up 56.9. And after the impala, he lapped up 47.96, right? So now you're going to first look at the tens place, and right away you can see 5 is bigger than the 4. So you know that he lapped up more after the gazelle. So let's go ahead and just write gazelle, Gazelle. Bam! There you have it, my friends. And now it's asking how much more, right? How much more? Well, that means we're going to take the 57.9. Oops, that's a 56. Don't get crazy on me now. 56.9, and we're going to subtract 47.96. So let's go ahead and make a little bit more room here. And I'm going to just slide that up a little bit. And here we go. So I've got 56.9, and we're subtracting the 47.96. Now, if you notice, the very first thing I did was make sure that these decimals were lined up, right? And that's really, really important. Like the buttons of a shirt, my friend. That's what I always say so that people remember it, right? It's just kind of goofy, and you might remember it if I say that. So I'm going to draw my line for my equal sign. And then the next thing I want to do is add a 0 here for this place value for the hundredths place, because that 6 is right there, right? So let's go ahead and do that. And now the very next thing I want to do is look for any trouble coming. I got no trouble here, right? Because 5 is bigger than 4. 6 is smaller than 7. I cannot take 6 and take 7 away from it because there's just not enough, right? So I do have trouble coming right there, my friends. But I'm going to get rid of that trouble right now. I'm going to get rid of that 4. Get rid of that 5. I'm going to borrow a group of 10, turn that into 4, and turn this 6 into 16, and bam, there you have it. Now I have no more trouble coming here, right? I've got no trouble here, but lo and behold, look at this. I got trouble coming here because I cannot take nothing and subtract 6 from it, right? There's nothing there. So I'm going to borrow from the 9. Now watch what happens here. The minute I borrow from this 9, that turns into 8, that turns into 10, and now lo and behold, now I've got trouble here, don't I? So I'm going to have to borrow from this. I'm going to come back up here, borrow from there, turn this into 15, and turn this into 18. And now I am good to go because I got no more trouble. Whoops, change that. I almost erased that. You see that? All right, so now I need to fix that, which I did right there. So we have 10 minus 6, no trouble. 18 minus 9, no trouble. 15 minus 7, that's no trouble for me. And 4 minus 4 is no trouble at all either. So now I can simply start with the dot method, right? And I'm going to start on the 6 here and count up to the 10, right? So I'm going to go 6, and here we go. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that's going to give me 4 dots. You can see I got 1, 2, 3, and 4 dots. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my 4 and then circle those dots there so I know I use them. Then I'm ready to move to the next column, 9, and I'm counting up to 18. So 9, and here we go. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. All right, so that's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 dots. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my 9 and then circle those dots. Next, I'm looking over here and I've got this decimal, that decimal. I got to drop those decimals, right? So I'm going to drop those decimals. And once again, say it with me, like the buttons of a shirt, my friend. Thank you so much. All right. So now I'm over here, and 7, I'm counting up to 15. So 7, and here we go. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And that's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 dots. So I'll drop my 8 right there, and there you have it. And now I've got 4 minus 4, which zeroes out, so I don't even need to do anything there because this is on the left side of the decimal, and I have no more digits past that. So it would just be a 0 there and doesn't really count for any value at all. So there you have it, my friends. Here's your answer, 8.94. And that's how much more water Lappin' Larry drank after he chased that gazelle. That is correct, my friends. Now, one last thing. I always like to do this. You can also think of this as 8 and 94 100ths. And as you see, 94 out of 100, that's almost another whole. So you could really round it off. If you were going to round it off, you'd say, hey, he drank about 9 ounces more of water after chasing the gazelle than after chasing the impala. So, hey, that is your answer. If you made a mistake anywhere along the way, you know by now. Pause video, fix your mistake. That is the fastest way to learn. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. And I'm going to just show all this stuff. And hey, that's it for me. See you soon. Take care and bye for now.